What's up everyone? With this video, I'm going to show you how to resource Planning Center Online for your band's success. Watch this. Alright, so I'm logging on to Lute Community right now, and we're going to add a new song. We've not done the blessing yet. And we're going to go down here and we're going to see it's $11.99. Now that is from $11.99. When I click that, and I'll add it to my account. So the $11.99 is a split track version, and that is where you get click on one side and the loop on the other side. I need greater control for my band. Oftentimes I have a drummer, I have a bass player, I have two electric guitarists. Where we're weak is in the keys area, so I always want ambient pads or pianos, things of that nature. So what I do is I always do the in-app and file download. So I'm going to add that to the cart, I'm going to view it in the cart, I'm going to proceed to check out. Okay, and once I've ordered it, I'm going to check out my purchases. I'm going to go ahead and download the zip file. Google and type in Reaper DAW. You get the Reaper.fm right here. Let's just go to the website real quick. You're going to download Reaper. Reaper is a free online DAW. I already have Reaper installed, so I'll open that real quick. Pressing downloaded here, it'll populate into a folder. You're going to select every one of these. I just hit Command A, and now I'm going to drag this onto the timeline here. 24 tracks. Now we're going to say to separate these tracks. We want them all separate. Reaper is doing its thing, building its peaks right now, and once that's done, we're going to isolate certain instruments and mix that down for our vocalists and for our bass players and electric players, those kind of things. So watch this. All right, we're going to play it right here. There's our click.
Intro, 2, 3, 4.
So I'm going to just mute that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through here. Okay, I'm going to take my acoustic guitar, and I'm going to take that acoustic and I'm going to bump that up +8. Right around there is fine. And so now let's play this. So I'm just going to go through where we hear the acoustic come in, and it's on this track right here.
3, 4.
For this, I'm going to lower the piano just a little bit so that acoustic sticks out a little bit more prominently. You can hear that acoustic is really just chugging 8 notes. So we're going to go to File, Render, and I'm going to put this in a folder. I'm just going to put it on the desktop right now. The blessing for PCO, Planning Center Online. There we go. I'm going to call this the blessing. The blessing _70. That's the BPM _B _ acoustic. Okay, and we're going to render that as a MP3. And the MP3, because Planning Center doesn't handle WAV files, so we're going to do render that one file, and it's going to go through there and play it. So we rendered that one file, and it's going to go through there and render that out. It'll save it in that folder that I told it to. And I'm going to go ahead and do that for all the other instruments that I'll have on stage. And sometimes these loops come with soprano, tenor parts, alto parts, and I'll do the same thing there. And I'll export something so they can hear that part a little bit better. Okay, so I just did the bass track, and you can tell right here it's bumped up 8.32 dB. So I'm just going to double click it, and it takes it back to 0. It makes it real easy. And so now we're going to do drums. Drums are a little bit more dynamic, and so I'm going to keep that around 6, and then we will render that. And so on and so forth until I have the whole thing done. We want to bop on over to praisecharts.com. We found the blessing. I'm just going to get this chord chart that we can edit. And I'll click that. I'm going to do a quick buy. I've got all my stuff logged in already there. And now I'm going to download it. And I'm going to go ahead and download the B version. I have a good soprano who can sing that, and I'm going to click that there. I like the 2-column layout. It keeps it all on one page, and we don't want to be flipping pages. A lot of our people use Music Stand. That's an added thing that you can purchase through Planning Center, and if you have an iPad, you can load that app on your iPad, log in just as you would to Planning Center, and you can have the charts right there. Little tidbit, those charts need to be PDFs. If you make your charts in Pages or Word, that won't work for a Music Stand. But so that's just a little tidbit I've got. Okay, so now we have the blessing there. I'm just going to close that out, and we're going to head on over to Planning Center. Now I'm going to add a new song. Went to the Songs tab, add a new song. I know this is Carrie Job, Cody Carnes. This is Elevation, Stephen Furtick, so this is the one. This tells me the key is in G, and that's not correct. We're going to make this B, and we're going to hit Submit. Now it takes me to my song. We're going to start to add files here. So I'm just going to go to Browse. We're going to go to the desktop, and the blessing for PCO. I'm going to select all these and open. And there it goes. In this way, your Planning Center files will really help to resource your team well. Why do we need that? What happens when somebody's in the wrong key or playing a part that's not even in there? It can be a distraction to the song. And we just want to keep away from distractions. Leading worship is about giving our congregation an easy entrance into worship. We make it much more difficult when we do not play with excellence. Excellence to me is not about being perfect. Excellence is about doing your very best. We have some guitarists on our team who are excellent players. Some are newish players. Their best is all I can ask for. I'm not the greatest guitarist, so my best is all that I can give. Alright guys, one other thing that I want to do and I want to show you is how I name these keys. It helps me in future weeks to really keep track on what key are we going to do this song in. I just navigate right over here to the chord chart, and that little pencil there tells me, hey, I can rename this. I can add a description, and we're just going to call this original key. That way I know Carrie Job did this, and if I don't have a great soprano, I'm going to need to lower this. I'll save that, and there we go. One other thing is I want to add the length here to this arrangement. I know that I'm going to probably cut out some of that because we are trying to do 65-minute services. That helps me know that, hey, if I don't have the budget or the space in there, I can trim it. And I would use Reaper to do the same thing. But the way I approach any song in worship is, what does the song tell me? What is it really doing in my heart? What I love about the blessing is, and their children, and your children, and their children, and their children. We talk about a legacy. Isn't that something we're all wanting to live for? The legacy, to pass down this trust in Christ. When all is going on, we can trust in Christ. And that's how I want to approach this song. That's why I can't wait to do it in church. But I know that if things aren't right on the inside, it's just going to be another song. So that's why I always say, guys, heart before beat.